You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you my love. Oh, want a whole lot of love. Want a whole lot of love.
Hello everyone and welcome to Michigan International Speedway for the Firekeepers Casino 400, the 16th race of the NASMAR Community Cup Series. We are here at one of NASMAR's best and toughest tracks on the schedule. 36 drivers dare to go ahead and race one of the fastest and longest intermediate races this year, and it's sure to be a good one, a track known for its great racing and tire strategy. This track eats tires up, and teams are determined to conquer this race on and off pit road. For the past few NASMAR races at Michigan, we have seen many good finishes, including the racing itself. Many drivers fan out in the corners. We could even see a little bit of drafting through the front stretch, and we could have a mixture of clean and dirty air throughout the event. And now, to get things started, let's take a look at our ones to watch for today's event, starting off with our reporter, Bryce Lamb.
Ross Chastain will be starting P1 here at Michigan and is one of the top favorites to win here today. Trackhouse has been solid but not dominant at this track, and Chastain will have to be a great factor for this race because it's going to get aggressive here.
Kyle Busch is starting P2 behind Chastain, is among one of the favorites to win here at the track today. Clean air is everything at Michigan, and Kyle Busch is one of the fastest drivers in clean air.
The number 12 over Blaney remains one of the most dangerous drivers on intermediate and larger tracks. Blaney is the top Penske driver at this track today, and he hopes to get a good finish at Michigan. He will start P9.
Gardner Hocevar returns home this weekend to Michigan, riding the strongest stretch of his young career. Hocevar is one of the best to watch, and his racing style can help him gain positions quickly. The number 77 will start P20.
Austin Centric will start P12 at Michigan. It's an underdog and an unlikely favorite to win, as he's yet to land a top 5 here at Michigan. Alongside Blaney as another Penske threat, he will stay clean throughout the race.
Chase Briscoe will start P3 today and enters Michigan carrying some of the best momentum he's had all year with 2 wins already this season. JGR is one of the strongest teams here at Michigan. This is one of Chase Briscoe's top tracks and favorite tracks on the schedule.
Thank you to our pit reporters, and now it is time for the command to start the engines. Let's go down trackside for the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engines are fired up and we are ready for NASMAR Community Cup Series racing here at Michigan International Speedway. And now it's time to take a look at your starting lineup for today's race. As row 1, you got the 1 of Ross Chastain and the 8 of Kyle Busch. Row 2 has the 19 of Chase Briscoe and the 24 of William Byron. Then in row 3, you have the 20 of Christopher Bell and the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Then row 4 is the 9 of Chase Elliott and the 22 of Joey Logano. You got Hendrick teammates in there in row 5 of Alex Bowman and Kyle Larson. In row 6 you have the 6 of Brad Keselowski and the 2 of Austin Cindric. Row 7, you got Tyler Reddick in the 45 and his 2311 Racing owner, Denny Hamlin, in the 11. In row 8, you have the 38 of Zane Smith and the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Row 9 consists of Eric Jones in the 43 and Chris Buescher in the number 17. Row 10, you had the 41 of Cole Custer and the 77 of Carson Hurricane Hocevar. Row 11, you have the 3 of Austin Dillon and the 16 of AJ Allmendinger. Row 12, we got the 97 of Shane Van Gisbergen and the 10 of Ty Dillon. Row 13 will consist of the 54 of Ty Gibbs and the 4 of Noah Gregson. And then in row 14, you have the 7 of Daniel Suarez and the 34 of Todd Gilliland. And then coming up in row 15, it is Ryan Preece in the 60 and the 88 of Connor Zilic. And then in row 16, we have the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 71 of Michael McDowell. And then in row 17, it has the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek and the 35 of Riley Herbst. And rounding out the field in row 18 is the 51 of Cody Ware and the 21 of Josh Berry. Drivers and teams are ready to compete as the field went down to pit road one last time before the green. And we are ready for NASMAR racing here at one of NASMAR's best tracks. It is sure to be a fun race, and we are glad all of you are here to see it. Pace car makes that hard left turn down the pit road, and we are ready to race. The green flag is out, and we are racing here at Michigan. Chastain is out in front as the rest of the field is already 3 wide, now 4 wide, fighting for position as Kyle Larson dives to the inside. 200 teammates of Larson and Byron are side by side as Byron gives up the 3rd place spot in favor of the 5 machine. The field is starting to separate now as we see the 19 of Briscoe go underneath Byron and take 4th away from the 24. And it looks like Byron is at bay, trying to take that stolen spot from Briscoe, and he does, making it 3 wide for a moment. Chastain is now under attack from Bell, who now takes the lead and blocks the charging RCR machine of Kyle Busch. Bell takes over the lead and is now being chased by Kyle Busch as they go into 3 and 4 and complete lap 4. There is Carson Hocevar going to the inside of the 2311 Racing teammates of Wallace and Reddick, making some moves through the pack. And Christopher Bell remains your leader and has a pretty good gap in front of the number 8 Cheddar's Machine Chevrolet of Kyle Busch. As we head to 2 laps left here in stage 1, Bell barely has anyone around him. Bell will take the white flag in stage 1, top of the board, and running away with the lead, hitting his marks in hopes of getting stage points. And Kyle Busch, he was unable to keep up with Bell and will take 2nd in the stage as Christopher Bell comes out of turns 3 and 4, and he will win stage 1 here in Michigan. A dominant run halfway through the stage for Bell, getting away from Kyle Busch and wins the first stage. But we still have more left to go. We will restart and begin stage 2 at Michigan. We will be right back after these messages.
I love the smell of fresh dirt in Bristol.
Oh my God, they killed... What?
Fighter pilot! Do, 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 do. Dive bomb! And there comes a giant fish!
Christopher Bell won stage 1. He'll take 4 tires and a full tank of Sunoco fuel. He came over the radio saying his car's been running really well and no adjustments to his JGR Toyota.
Chase Briscoe has been consistent throughout the stage alongside his teammate Christopher Bell and will be taking 4 tires and Sunoco fuel down pit road.
Kyle Busch had a very good car during the first stage, bouncing back and forth throughout the top 10, and he'll take 4 tires fuel and no adjustments to his car.
Ross Chastain will win the race off of pit road, followed by the 8 of Kyle Busch and the 24 of William Byron. We're about ready to get set for the restart for Stage 2 of NASMAR Racing.
Hey guys, it's TNT Man 93 here. I'm at the track. I'm going to just show you a little bit of how to play this song. It's going to use D, C, G, and E minor, and it has a little bit of a hybrid picking feel, so it's going to sound like this.
The field will now go through the choose cone as we are about ready to go back to racing and begin stage number 2 for NASMAR Michigan. Ross Chastain will go to the inside, Kyle Busch on the outside, William Byron to the inside, and Bell to the outside. They will lead the field to the green flag as we're going to get ready to restart here for NASMAR Michigan. So far, we've seen some pretty good racing as promised from this track, but we're not done yet as we're getting ready to restart right now as the green flag is back in the air here in Michigan. Byron goes down to the bottom on the restart and passes Chastain for the lead. What a move for the 24, and Carson Hocevar has moved up to the front, moving from 7th to 2nd. Right on Byron's tail, Chase Elliott looks down low and passes the 77. What a restart for Byron as Elliott jumps to the outside and tries to pass his teammate for the first place spot. It doesn't work. They're now single file in the top 5 with William Byron holding a steady lead over his teammate. Elliott looks low and tries to take control away from William Byron. He gets it. And Byron, he's going to overtake it and get the lead back. Elliott wants that lead back and will now cross over to go to the inside of the 24. And here comes Carson Hocevar closing the gap for a moment and getting close to the leaders. Kyle Busch is now looking down low and attempts to make it 3 wide for 2nd place and manages to take it, and they make contact. Carson Hocevar and Kyle Busch make contact. They get loose and they save it, and they're wrecking in the back. Brad Keselowski and the Dillon brothers crash out of turn 2. Caution is out here in Michigan for a 3-car wreck near the back straightaway. We only have 4 laps left in stage 2, and things were starting to heat up as we just saw Busch and Hocevar make contact. They did get loose and they saved themselves from wrecking in the back. Now we're going to have to take a look at what happened on the replay. And you can see Dillon. And it looks like Austin Dillon overdrove the corner, got loose, and couldn't save the car. And he ends up ricocheting into his brother Ty and the 6 of Brad Keselowski. Unfortunate end to the day for all 3 of these drivers as the AMR safety team is alongside them, and they will clean up the wreck on the back. We are now going to have a 2-lap shootout to end stage number 2 here in Michigan, and drivers are now choosing their lanes. Chase Elliott and Carson Hocevar will lead the field, followed by the 8 of Kyle Busch and the 24 of William Byron. It is sure to be a big finish to end stage number 2 here. And the green flag is back in the air. We're restarting here in Michigan. Chase Elliott takes the lead from Kyle Busch, and Kyle Larson is on the charge and dragging his teammate down for the lead as we only have 2 laps to go here in stage 2. And right now, the Hendrick cars are now 1, 2, and 3 in order, with Elliott taking over P1, Larson P2, and Alex Bowman P3. Elliott is trying to charge on Larson, and no one is giving in for the lead. They want those stage points, and they're fighting for it. They are now on the white flag for stage number 2. Larson goes under the number 9 machine. Larson clears Elliott, but he says no thank you, and he goes to the inside of the number 5. Side by side for the stage 2 win into 3 and 4. Who's gonna get it? Elliott got it. Chase Elliott wins stage 2 in a photo finish with his teammate Kyle Larson. And as we pause it here on the replay, look at the margin right there. Unbelievable finish to end stage 2 here at Michigan. But we're not done yet, folks, as we have one more stage to go. The final stage, 11 laps left here at Michigan. What a finish here in stage 2, but there's going to be a lot more left, as Chase Elliott is your winner here in stage number 2.
Buggity, buggity, buggity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
I have nightmares tonight about kids eating free.
Hey, Denny Hamlin, Michael Waltrip, Fox Sports on TV. Do you want a taco?
He spilled it on the car.
And we don't have an official. Oh, he's gotten away again.
I didn't have a good feeling about it, I tell you.
3 from Stuart Haas, all 3 Team Penske Fords, and the Wood brothers.
Drivers are now heading down to pit road for pit stops once again before we restart here at Michigan.
No issues for the 8 of Kyle Busch. Once again, he'll take 4 tires in Sunoco fuel. He's been outstanding the entire race and continues to stay up front at Michigan.
20 of Christopher Bell has been up front all day, and his team has been dominating every pit stop. No issues for that car and team, and they'll be taking 4 tires and Sunoco fuel.
Chase Elliott dominated stage 2 and will be taking 4 tires and fuel. No adjustments will be made to the car, and Chase Elliott is the first to lead his Hendrick teammates off pit road.
Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson will lead the field out of pit road as we are about ready to restart for the final stage here at Michigan.
Now, what do you do next?
Floor it?
Yes. No! No! Don't floor it!
Floor it?
No! No, no! Don't floor it!
Okay, floor it!
I'm Jimmy Johnson. Who's Betty?
We are now getting ready to restart for the final stage here in Michigan for the NASMAR Community Cup Series. The Hendrick duo of Elliott and Larson will lead us to green, followed by Bell, who carried stage number 1, and the 8 of Kyle Busch, who has been up front all day long. One last stage to go here in Michigan, and the green flag is back in the air. Kyle Busch got a very good restart and is now your leader here in Michigan. Meanwhile, Carson Osavar is door-to-door with the 48 of Alex Bowman and will now take over the second position. So many drivers in the back are 3 wide as common with restarts. And we got a wreck in the back. A number of cars crashing on the back straightaway. Caution is out here on lap 2 in stage 3. Lap 17 out of 26 here. A number of cars wrecking, a big wreck on the back as we take a look at what happened. And it looks like Hamlin and Wallace got squeezed into the wall, and that caused Ryan Blaney to get collected and spin in front. Zane Smith hits Wallace from behind, and Jones gets trapped in there. And look at Tyler Reddick narrowly getting collected from the spinning Wallace. He manages to escape and thread the needle there. Good defense from him. And once again, the caution has come out here. And as we were just about, we have just restarted here in stage 3. A multi-car wreck on the 3rd lap of stage 3 with only 8 to go in this race. And earlier we did talk about how Ryan Blaney, he was a very good driver in intermediates, but unfortunately he was the unlucky one in that wreck and will not be able to continue. Over there you see Bubba Wallace in the inside wall. And again, the AMR safety team is on track right now trying to clean up everything, and they do their part to make sure the drivers are safe, and we can't thank them enough for helping our drivers during the races. And it looks like Kyle Larson is a problem on pit road.
Kyle Larson got a bit of damage on his race car after making A little contact with Ryan Blaney during the wreck on the backstretch. He's on pit road right now and will be able to get the car back on track.
We will now restart with only 8 laps left here in Michigan, as Kyle Busch will take the inside and Alex Bowman to the inside. Hocevar will be on the inside in row 2 alongside Kyle, and he has had a little bit of contact with him earlier. And William Byron to the outside, Alex Bowman's teammate, he will be in row 2, and he is also among other drivers who have been dominant all day here in Michigan. It's now an 8-lap shootout to the finish as we're ready to restart. Green flag, back in the air, restart here at Michigan. Carson Hocevar passes Kyle Busch for the lead, but Busch crosses over and retakes it from the 77. Now here comes Bell into the picture, making it 3 wide for the lead. Bell will now lead the race with Hocevar moving into the low line and hanging on to the back bumper of the number 20 Toyota. Hocevar has shown throughout the day that he has come to play and won't stop until he gets that home track win here in Michigan. He is now side by side with the number 8 of Busch, and Busch will now challenge Bell for the lead on the 5th lap of stage 3. And look at Alex Bowman up to 4th up front, keeping up with this group all day long. Guys like him and Hocevar have proven a lot today, as the 48 and the 77 are getting closer to the Kyle Busch machine. We're coming down to the wire in this race with only 5 laps to go. Here comes Hocevar, Bowman, and Bell to the inside, and they're going to go 4 wide for the race lead here in Michigan. Bell regains the top spot. What a move from all 3 of these drivers. But now Kyle Busch is on hot pursuit of the lead, looking downstairs and fighting back. New leader, Kyle Busch, as they're heading down the backstretch. Bowman is now to Busch's inside, 2x2 up front. And Bowman gets loose. Hocevar made contact with him, and the 48 falls back to 4th away from the leaders. He saved his car from sliding into the wall, and now it's a 3-way battle for the race lead. This is some risky racing, and it cost Bowman the win, as Kyle Busch elected to go to the bottom, makes the pass and finds his way around Bell and Hocevar. Everyone is going back and forth for the first place position. Bell switches back and takes charge into 1 and 2. That will leave the door open for Carson Hocevar to line up with Bell and try to take the lead back, and Busch is going to make it 3 wide for a second time, surging ahead, reclaiming the number 1 position. Carson Hocevar won't let KB get away as he shuts the door on Bell. We only have 2 to go here in Michigan, and Kyle Busch drops the 3rd. Down the backstretch they go, and Busch will rip the top lane, pushing Hocevar further up front. Kyle tried to pass the 77 into 3, but gets caught up by Hocevar. Coming down to the white flag. 1 lap to go for Michigan. They're door to door for the lead, and Hocevar moves Busch up the track, shoving him out of the way. Here comes Kyle, putting the bumper to the back of Hocevar, and he puts him into the wall. Kyle Busch takes the lead for the final time, putting Hocevar into the mirror, and Kyle Busch is going to win at Michigan. Unbelievable. What a finish, what a race, and Kyle Busch for the 3rd time this season and for the 19th time in his career, he is the winner of the Firekeepers Casino 400. Look at this finish. Carson moved Kyle out of the way, playing dirty around the last few laps, and Kyle took advantage and got payback against the Michigan native, shoving Hocevar on the outside of the track and puts him into the wall and takes control. Christopher Bell, if the time was right, he could have gotten closer to the lead, but in the end, Kyle Busch took the win from Hocevar. In a race where we had some of the best racing Michigan had to offer, every driver fought for the lead like it was the last lap. And Kyle Busch will burn it down on the front stretch and to take the bow for the 3rd time this year. And finishing in good old rowdy fashion. The leader in the all-time NASMAR wins list, just 3 wins ahead of Kyle Larson with only 16. Here are your results on the bottom of your screen. Kyle Busch your winner, Christopher Bell second, Hocevar third, Bowman, who stayed up front as much as possible all day, ends up in fifth. But in the end, it was Kyle Busch winning the race. Thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. It helps this channel out and gets more people to watch my videos. And please go check out the NASMAR Community Cup Series on YouTube. The people who made these races, these stop motions for the community deserve more love and more attention because of how much they work on those videos. So please go check them out. And a big thank you to our pit reporters, SMCS, Kraken, DWR, IBCS, Bryce Lamb, KKCS, and Timothy Brown. This is the NASCAR Coca-Cola Cup Series, signing off from Michigan International Speedway. Goodbye, everyone.